Welcome to a spanking brand new episode, folks, of Friday Night 80s. Host me, once again, Effie. And I I wasn't sure if I was going to do an episode of Friday Night 80s tonight because I was a little bit tired because I had to catch a train again this uh, this week. I'll explain in a video after this what happened. Everything like that. So I had to get up earlier as usual and then catch the train and stuff like that. So I was just a little tired and lazy. Everything like that. So I want to talk about a film that I saw at a very young age and I enjoyed it instantly at the young age. I saw it again. I was a teenager and he gave it on cable. I loved the film a lot. I hadn't seen it since then. And I had the pleasure of revisiting the film just now. And I'm happy to say this movie still holds up. And that movie is 1987 sci-fi action. You can say sort of horror, I guess, or more of a thriller. I think more thriller, sci-fi action thriller. The Hidden, which has the very popular Shock Paris song. On your feet, on your feet, on your feet. Now what's sad is I don't own the movie on DVD, which is really a damn shame because it's on DVD, and I gotta see if I can find it. I did revisit this film again. I did see this on VHD. It's uploaded, good quality, but I cannot make a DVD of it. Reason being, it's got some Spanish subtitles or Italian subtitles below it. That's the only thing. But the movie's in English and everything. But if you guys haven't seen it, you can go see it through there, or maybe find it Netflix or Redbox or whatever. Or if you guys like, some of you guys like searching VHS tapes, hey, go for it. This movie here, I don't know where to start. I mean, it's directed by Jack Shoulder. And now Jack Shoulder's resume before this film is very interesting. Because Jack Shoulder was the director of a very, very underrated Nightmare on Elm Street sequel, of course. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, Freddy Revenge. You guys know how much I enjoy the sequel a lot. You got the body, but I got the brain. No, that's alright. You're all my children now. Yeah, of course. Before that, he did a little film called Alone in the Dark. No, it's not connected to Uibo's version or whatever. There's one with Dwight Schultz and Jack Palance. I think Donald Pleasance's in the film a little bit. I remember seeing it a long time ago, thinking it was okay, decent flick. The ending confused the shit out of me though. One day I gotta talk about Alone in the Dark. I know Mike uploaded it, I believe. I don't know if it's still up on one of his. I don't know if it's a Shock Cinema 5. I think he still has that up. I think so. That channel. I don't know. One day you got Mike. Do you still got Shock Cinema 5? Still up? I don't know. I know the horrific cinema stuff. I know that's gone. I believe. But I remember he had it uploaded on there. I saw it through there. You know, he directed those movies. And after The Hidden, he directed another decent buddy action film, Renegades, with Kiefer Sutherland and Lou Diamond. That's a decent one. I got a chance to see that on the big screen. Right? The episode of Tales from the Crypt. It's a movie with Powers Booth called By Dawn's Early Light. And a weird sci-fi film. It's a short movie called 1201. I think that's from Jonathan Silverman. He directed a TV movie of The Omen, 1995. He directed the TV movie that was supposed to be a spin-off to a show, Generation X. And he also directed Wishmaster 2, which I thought was an okay one, not bad. I haven't seen the Wishmaster film in a long time though. Maybe being very, very fucking gory, of course. I know the first one he had, I think Robert Kurtzman, I think, directed that one. And he was one of the uncredited directors who tried to save that much doomed film, which I do want to check out, even though I know the backstory behind it is very interesting. All the directors that had to try to work on the film until it got an unknown name. Until it got so like they used an alias, Alan Smithy or Damien Lee, because a lot of directors want to take the name off the film. A movie called Supernova. Let's see, what is he still doing anything today? The last thing he did was a TV movie called 12 Days of Terror, 2005. Guess he hasn't done nothing since. It's too bad. I mean, I don't know if the man's lost his touch or what, but still, I think it's one of his better ones. You know, I mean, what? Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and then this movie. That's a good thing to follow up, of course. And of course, you could say he did get started through Bob Shea of New Line. This movie was released from New Line during the golden era, pretty much in the early stages of New Line cinema, when Bob Shea was still controlling everything at New Line. It was still, you know, up and coming. New Line cinema at the time, during this period, they were very much known just for basically Nightmare on Elm Street and the Critters movies and stuff. So, and before this, in 1982, it was starting out. They had also produced and released Alone in the Dark as well. Jack Shoulder directed. So this movie here, I think the writer behind this film is a very familiar writer. I want to see who this writer. Jim Kiaf or Koff. I don't know. Jim Kiaf. I want to see what he's done. Wow. He's a producer now. I want to see what he's written though. Well, he was a show creator. He's a show creator behind this new series called Grimm. Let's see. He penned the screenplay to National Treasure, Nicolas Cage's Treasure movie, which I don't know. To be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I know people will be surprised, yeah. Oh no. He actually penned the script to that shitty Queen Latifah movie, Taxi, which I didn't care for. He wrote a handful of episodes of Angel. He penned the screenplay for Rush Hour. And he also penned the screenplay for Operation Dumble Drop. He wrote another Stakeout. He also... Wow. He actually wrote this comedy with Tim Matheson. I remember always having fun with. I don't know if it aged well. It's a fun comedy called Up the Creek. Wow. So he didn't... I guess he did not, I guess, write that much stuff. Let me see his directed credits. That name sounds so familiar. No, not really. I think he directed something called A Fork in the Road. Let's see. The main thing he does now, he's a producer, pretty much. He's behind that new TV series, Grimm, which I barely remember. I don't know if that's on the Fox network or what. But he penned Rush Hour. Okay. Interesting that he had to pen this. But the movie, I mean, it opens up with a bang, literally. I mean, it's a 96-minute movie. It's not boring at all. I mean, it moves. It moves. This movie's pace is lightning fast, man. I mean, it opens up where we see pretty much a bank security camera at a bank. And you see the credits popping up, everything's green like that. And we see enters Chris Mulkey. You guys remember Chris Mulkey? He was going to be in Ghost in the Machine. He had a small part in Runaway, small part in 48 Hours. He was also in The Fan. A lot of movies Chris Mulkey's been in and stuff. And you know what? When I visited this film when I was a teenager, I knew about films a little bit back then, you know, actors and stuff. I never knew it was Chris Mulkey for some reason. He looks a little unrecognizable. The way he looks, his hair is lighter. He's wearing light, like, frame glasses, long trench coat. And I know you see him walk into the bank. You see this through the camera's point of view, the green vision of the bank security camera. You just see his back with the long trench coat. He's just standing there. He's back toward the camera. And pulls out a fucking shotgun and mows down the bank security guards and the guy carrying these bags of fucking money. Boom, boom. No beat or nothing to it. Just picks up the money. Everyone screams. And then I always like this touch. It shows you that, you know, there's something fucked up about this guy. He walks there. He looks up at the camera. He goes, takes the shotgun. Boom. Blows up the fucking, fucks up the camera. And then it goes into regular view, pretty much. Now we see the movie there. Walks out the bank. Some one bank guard tried to stop him. Like nothing, just turns around. Boom! Blows the guy through the fucking window. In front of broad day, in front of a lot of people. And he gets into the black Ferrari. Puts in a cassette, LP cassette. Do you remember cassettes? I do. I miss those, don't you? It's what only about Friday night 80s. He talking about nostalgic stuff too, besides the movie. Puts the cassette in. And on plays a song that would haunt me all the way through when I was a kid, through my teenage years, because I never knew where to find this fucking song until I was a grown-up. That's right. Till I was a grown-up, and I met Matt and Mike, and I started going on YouTube, and I finally knew what the name of the band was. And I know Mike gave it to me, even though I think he told me it was a bad quality, but then he gave me another one that was a better quality. Shock Paris' On Your Feet. And he's driving a black fucking Ferrari. Remember Ferraris? Black Ferrari, black and white, because in LA, like the squad cars run after, they go after him. Very good curve, relentless chase. And you can see that this Smokey is really enjoying this thing. He's just like nothing, just like really into the beat, going like riffing and everything. And he's driving on the sidewalk. He's going through the police cars, and it shows you how fucking vicious this fucking guy is. He's going through the park at full speed with this black Ferrari at full speed. Hits a guy, an old guy, in a wheelchair. We're like, whoa, he's not playing around. And during the time, we see this lead detective, I want to get the character's name, Tom Beck, played by Michael Nouri. Michael Nouri, a lot of people remember him more from Flashdance. I always remember him more from this movie, to be honest. I mean, he was good in Flashdance. I see Flashdance a long time ago. I thought he's acting. Good actor. Sad to say, I don't think he got on to do much, but it's a very, I always liked him in this role. Very fun, very good role. He's questioning his neighbor, because Chris Smokey's character's name is DeVries, and he's questioning his neighbor about him and stuff like that. His neighbor said, well, he's a very nice guy. What you want him for? Did he rob a bank? And Michael Nouri's partner is this guy named Willis, Cliff Willis, played by Edo Ross. You remember Edo Ross from Red Heat with Arnold Schwarzenegger? He was the bad guy in Red Heat. He was in another 48 Hours. I think he was also in the Dick Tracy film as well. So Edo Ross, you know, you've seen him in a lot of stuff. He plays his partner, and they get word that that the police aren't the patrol, the cops, everybody is chasing down DeVries down the street, and we go back to the carnage of Chris Smokey as DeVries, pretty much, man. This is two people carrying these plate glass, crossing the street. DeVries don't give a fuck. Smokey don't give a fuck. He takes the Ferrari, mows the guy down too. Bah, boom. And he's like this. On your feet. Wow. Did this movie give you nightmares at a young age? No. I was like, wow, this guy going off. I never my mom rented this movie, I think, when I was younger too. We didn't know what it was. I remember seeing TV spots of it. I don't know what it was either. The campaign behind this movie, the way the marketing was, it was very mysterious. No one knew what the hit was. You know, they didn't specify it to you. See, we like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Good marketing campaign on this. I don't think the movie was a hit, though. I don't think when it came out. Because it said it grossed over 9 something. Let me see. Does it say what the budget was? No, it doesn't say what the fucking budget was. I have to go to Wikipedia, probably. But, basically, I'll get to that a little later. The movie opened actually in October 20th of 1987, so I guess it was supposed to be in a Halloween film or stuff. And pretty much go through there. Michael Nuri, of course, Edo Ross. You also see Richard Brooks in this. Richard Brooks, I always remember him in Shakedown and of course Crow City of Angels. And he had a small part also in what was it? Crow City of Angels, The Substitute. Oh, I can't forget him in Shocker. He plays the friend of Peter Berg's character in Shocker. Good actor. I know he did a very good episode. He also showed up in Firefly. I think one of the last episodes they aired. Very good character he played in there as well. Evil character, but interesting though. And basically what happened is they make a roadblock, pretty much, and he's coming speeding down, not a care in the world, still jamming away on shock paralysis on your feet, and they mow down, they fire on him with the shotgun, fuck up the Ferrari and everything. He's still going through the roadblock. They get out the way. I think Michael Noy hits it a couple more times before he gets out the way. Goes through it. The car stops. He got hit a couple of times. He drops the money out. They show you how much this motherfucker is. He goes there. He just looks at them and goes, and then I don't know. I guess the cops didn't find it funny. They shot his ass. Boom, 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 boom. And then the Ferrari blows the fuck up. And then he's taken to a hospital where he is pretty much, almost, near death. Until the great scene there where Michael Nuri tells the doctor, is he going to make it through? Is he going to make it? I doubt that. Good. Look, I don't think whatever the guy did, I don't think, it's, stuff like that. Let me see what the dialogue was. I probably fucked it up. Pretty much. Detective Beck, no one deserves to die like that. I don't care what the man's done. And then, of course, Edo Ross lets him have it, pretty much. He killed 12 people, wounded 23 more, stole 6 cars, most of them Ferraris, robbed 8 banks, 6 supermarkets, 4 jewelry stores, and a candy shop. 6 of the ones he killed, he carved up with a butcher knife. 2 of them were kids. He did all that in 2 weeks. If anyone deserves to go that way, he should in the hell it sure in the hell was him. He says there pretty much, and I fucked it up. Hooked on Fox didn't work for me. So then you get the really what the fuck moment. Now, there's spoilers in this. Those of you who haven't seen the film, I don't know where the fuck you been, but you're not spoilers now. Because I'm going to go a little more in depth into this. I think it's a very awesome film. And it's like, what the fuck? So you haven't seen the film, get off your ass and see it. I'm going to go into spoilers right now. Just in case people haven't seen this film, I'm going to just say the rating right now. 10 out of motherfucking 10. Remember the motherfucking part. Okay? Now I'm going to spoilers. You've been warned. So, go get your ass to see this movie if you haven't seen it. I don't know where the hell you been. I know Mario probably didn't see it. Mario, see it, please. It's on VHD or on Redbox or whatever you find it with. Maybe on Redbox. I don't know. Netflix. I don't know. Find it somewhere to watch. You don't want to go to VHD or something. But basically, Chris Mulkey gets up and he's rushing to intensive care. Right next to him is this older gentleman who I guess has heart problems, who's in ICU, intensive care, and he pulls out his tubes and everything like that out of nowhere. And by the way, the effects of this was done by the great. I would call him the great because he's worked on a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street films, and he came up with Tom Savini, another one of the guys who came up to Tom Savini, Kevin Yeager. Kevin Yeager, of course, he did one of my favorite Freddy makeup jobs on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. That was Kevin Yeager and stuff. And he also did some work, I believe, on Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. Remember that one? I read a long time ago. And Yeager has just been in a lot of stuff. He also is the man who helped create Chucky. pretty much. So he's old, you know, he gets a lot of notes there. He did a lot of the effects on this. Very great job. And very what the fuck type of scene where he opens up the other guy's mouth. The character's name is Miller. And Chris Morgan opens it, and you see the way it was done, sort of like a stop motion type of thing, with a little bit of a lot of practical, I guess. A parasite comes out, big motherfucker, and stuff like that. Well, the head looks almost like a xenomorph look. It's kind of like a whitish, whatever. It's all black, and goes inside Miller's mouth, and right off the bat, once it goes inside there and stuff. Chris Mulkey's character is pretty much out. Chris Mulkey's out of the film. He dies right there. And stuff. So all the doctors come there. They're trying to revive Miller with the paddles. No, it doesn't do like the thing, but you know what the fuck type of thing where he's giving the paddles to clear it. All of a sudden, it gives feedback. Like electrocution. It gets knocked back. Then I know where Miller wakes up and just walks out. At the same time, Tom Beck's boss is Lou Gulliker. Lou Gulliker, of course, worked with Jack Shoulder before on Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Lou Gulliker, you guys know he was in Return of the Living Dead. He was in A Force of One with Chuck Norris. Of course, he would go on to be in The First Feast, which is the best one, and then, fortunately, be in the sequels. And stuff. Great actor. I mean, he was also in this weird anthology movie called The Offspring, aka From Whisper to Scream, that Jeff Bird directed, the guy who gave us Texas Massacre 3 and Stepfather 2. So basically, he's not in the film that much. He shows up a little bit in the beginning, then a little bit in the end. It's nice to see Lou Gulliker there. He wants Michael Nouri to participate in I guess to do the security work, I guess, on the senator that's coming to the city to do some talking or whatever. To make an announcement. The senator might be running for president, but that's gonna be a plot point later in the film. He's talking to his lieutenant about it. He says, "I cannot spare it back." I think the actor who played his other lieutenant, you guys might remember him from Last Boy Scout, I believe. Clarence Felder, who plays Lieutenant Masterson, tells him he can't spare Beck. That's all that. And then into the office walks an actor, which he was up and coming at the time. I'll say right here, right now, it's pretty much my favorite thing. He's my favorite role he's ever been in, and one of my favorite films he's ever been in, to be honest. And of course, that's Kyle MacLachlan, who plays Special Agent, FBI Agent Lloyd Gallagher. And of course, Kyle MacLachlan, after this, he would go on to be in Twin Peaks. Everybody remembers him more for Twin Peaks. I never understood the Twin Peaks show or whatever. I don't know. Some of those things like, it never got me. I don't know. Maybe everyone knows Twin Peaks. Explain to me sometimes what the fuck thing is. But before this, he had done Blue Velvet. That was Dennis Hopper's big comeback film. Of course, he had done Dune. I remember not being a fan of Dune, though. I know Mike actually. I mean, I believe Mike actually enjoys the film a lot and everything. Great job, you know. I mean, good. He's a guy, I guess, who he didn't have any acting experience when he got started. I think Dune was his first film. If I'm not mistaken. After that, he got Blue Velvet. Then there was this, and then I think. Let me look. Wow. Yeah, Blue Velvet was 80. Yeah, Dune was his first film. He had a recurring role. He played different roles on Law and Order Special Victims Units. Wow. He did voice acting? Wow. Grand Theft Auto 3 voice acting? Amazing. There's this movie called The Trigger Effect, which I've never seen, but I heard good things about it though. Wow, he was also in Showgirls. I know he was in this HBO original movie. I think Samuel Jackson's in it, called Against the Wall. It's a movie about Attica. Yes. Yeah, Dune was his first film. Blue Velvet, this movie. Let's see. He had a small part in The Doors. Then Twin Peaks, I guess, was the early 90s. Yeah, that started his career. I remember this episode of Tales from the Crypt he did called Karen Death. I remember that episode. Vault of Horror TV movie. Wow, he was in the first Flintstones film, yeah. Let's see. Route 9, The Spring, Hamlet. Of course, he would go on to have a recurring role in Sex and the City, which his role, I remember when he was on the show, you could take it or leave it. Let's see. Wow, he voices Superman in the Justice League animated straight-to-DVD movie called Justice League New Frontier. Wow. Yeah, he had a recurring role in Desperate Housewives. Let's see. A TV series called Made in Jersey. Yeah, he's working on something he just completed called Breathe In. And stuff. So, you know, he's been running around for a while, Kyle MacLachlan. But he's very. I really like his character in this movie. That's probably one of my favorites, to be honest. Basically, you know, a little bland character, like, you know, something strange about him and stuff, and that like that. And he says he's FBI, and he's looking for debris, and he needs help from local law enforcement, so he wants to talk to Michael Norrie's character, and him along with Willis, Edo Ross, and Richard Brooks. They have a fun part with each other and stuff. Like Michael Norrie is trying to fill out this police report and stuff until the lieutenant tells him that he's got to talk to this FBI guy. But wait a minute, don't want to say please anymore? He's like, and then I like Kyle MacLachlan. He goes, please. He goes, well, how can I resist? Look, I'm looking for this guy, Debris. He goes, well, why don't you go have a drink somewhere? Because the guy is dead. Where? Where is he? He's at the hospital, barely hanging on. And then before that, he looks at it and he goes, he has to put the police report of the shooting. He goes to this other guy, he goes, Beck, don't put that on my desk. Don't put that on my desk. Babe, come on, Beck. Why are you putting it on my desk? I haven't seen my wife in a while, man. We're doing this paperwork. I like Edo Ross fucks with him. He goes, I seen her yesterday. She's doing great. She's gaining a little weight, though. And then Richard Brooks tells him, yeah, but she sends you a big kiss. Oh, you guys are fucking funny. So they give each other a little shit. So he makes it over there. He's too late, of course. Miller, who the actor played Miller, is William Boyette, who fortunately passed away in 2004. Wow. But he did a good job in this. Really good. I guess he was a veteran actor. Wow, he was in The Rocketeer as well. Wow. He had a recurring bunch of roles on that TV series Simon and Simon. Yeah. But he does a good job. The acting is good by everybody. I don't think there's any bad ones in the bunch, to be honest. And basically, Kyle MacLachlan shows his FBI credentials there. He talks to the doctors, get information on Miller and stuff. He goes, oh, he's a very nice guy. I don't think you'd be looking for him. Very kind, sweethearted guy. Then it cuts away and you see Miller, obviously that creature hidden inside him. And he's at a record store and he's just going through cassettes and going through cassettes and filling his pocket, openly doing it, not even being bland about it. The guy catches him stealing. He goes, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And then he says, "I want these. You crazy, man?" And then out of nowhere, then the guy what is it? He pushes the record store guy. Then comes out with a thing. I'm gonna kill you, man. And then of course he overpowers him and beats him with some club to death. And then looks up at a poster of a boombox and he sees it on the glass, the showcase guy, kicks the fucking glass and takes it. and then walks out playing and blasting away at some rock music, and some girl finds him. He don't like not a care in the world. And what's interesting about it, whenever this parasite, the hidden, takes over somebody, it has a tail, pretty much. So you kind of tell if they've been thinking, like, you don't notice it, but after multiple viewings, you'll notice it. Like, for some reason or another, it does some weird thing with the tongue like this. Like, very briefly, you know. I didn't notice that until, I guess, I seen a very good review, which I'll talk about into this, where I saw this review at, of the film. And basically, Michael Nouri has to team up with Kyle MacLachlan, and he knows there's something weird going on. So wait a minute, this other guy we killed, DeVries, not this guy who has no criminal record, has no this, no that. All of a sudden he's doing the same MO. What's going on? It'd be hard to explain. Well, try to explain it. Look, DeVries and Miller are connected. Oh, that explains everything. Yeah. So I like Michael Nouri's, you know, like wise ass, you know, like don't take no bullshit thing. Like, yeah, I have no trouble buying Michael Nouri as a veteran detective. Really, I mean, very honest. You know, you see he's smart ass, which I like. You know, which I know every buddy movie always has one like that, but why not? I mean, it works and stuff. And one thing leads to another. Miller is at a restaurant there. He's eating a steak. And remember, the body he went into, the old guy, pretty much is a guy who has heart problems and gastronomy thing, whatever. So for some reason or another, his stomach's making all this noise, eating all these greasy foods and stuff. He starts farting in the restaurant. All right. And of course, when he anything he gets in his way or anything he wants, he gets it just for the fuck of it. Like he has a thing for Ferraris and rock music and food and alcohol. You know, maybe Lindsay Lohan, I don't know. I just throw that in there. Maybe Charlie Sheen winning. Before he was winning, now he ain't winning no more. You know, so I don't know where he sees a red Ferrari pass by the restaurant. He runs out and runs after the Ferrari into the dealership, pretty much, where he just comes out of nowhere. He sees the Ferrari salesman guy and this weird guy dressed in white, pretty much. You see he's up to some shit. The guy seems like he's a bit shady or whatever. He goes up to them. I want this car. Well, man, sorry, you can't have this. It's been sold already. I want this car. Look, man, fuck off. Get out of here. And the other guy tells him, don't touch that car. I just bought it. It's paid for. He just stays right by the car and goes in the car until the guy at the dealership sends one of the guys who works there, I guess. Well, I recognize the actor, actually, I believe. Character name is Eddie Dwayne Davis. Dwayne Davis has been in a lot of stuff. Dwayne Davis, of course, will go on to be in Ghost of Mars with Ice Cube and stuff. He will also be in, he had a small part in Under Siege, small part in Universal Soldier. You seen the actor, you know, I think he was also in Summer School, that movie Summer School. He was that guy that every time he would always go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And stuff, go to the bathroom and then hardly enough come back and shit. And everything like that. So basically, tells him to get out of the car and pushes the guy Miller out, but Miller ain't taking that shit and pushes Dwayne Davis back. And Dwayne Davis, you could have a broken nose, breaks his nose, but that doesn't stop him. He just looks at him. He goes, then he grabs him, pulls out the little gun that he took from the records guy with the money he took from the register, along with the cassettes on the boombox, and basically cuts away. We see pretty much the Ferrari dealer guy along with the guy who just bought the Ferrari, guy dressed in white, doing some lines. Until you're knocking on the door, he goes, I need the keys to the car. Well, what the hell's the guy? Eddie! Then I know where Eddie comes to the door, he's shot and he falls to the floor. He just does good. I need the keys. He goes, oh, okay. Wait, give him the fucking keys. Alright, thank you. Bye. Boom, boom, shoots them both. takes the Ferrari and gets the fuck out. And once again, Michael Nouri is very suspicious. He's trying to like put this together. What does all this have to do? Look, anyone gets in his way, he kills him. Anything he wants, he takes. And stuff like that. And he knows that the Kyle MacLachlan kind of very strange, like the scene there where he's driving a Porsche, and he goes to Michael Nouri goes, oh, the FBI paying a lot these days? He goes, I guess so. He goes, how much you pay for it? I don't know. What, you stole this? Yeah. He goes, oh. He puts a seatbelt on and stuff. He runs the yellow light. You see, you know, he's very strange and stuff. And like that. Michael Nouri just looks at him a lot of times and shit and everything like that. He goes, why do I got a feeling this is personal for you? And then Kyle MacLachlan tells him, because they killed my partner. Which one? Both of them. Oh, I lost a partner too. Don't worry, we'll get him. So Michael Nouri sort of, you know, sees he likes the guy a little bit or whatever. So he invites him to his he's a family man. Of course, Michael Nouri, he's got a wife and a daughter. He invites him over for dinner and stuff. And as soon as he gets to the house, very good acting performance by Kyle MacLachlan. He just goes in, he looks at the house. He looks at the pictures of Michael Nouri's little girl. He looks at the mirror, looks at his face a little bit. Very subtle stuff. I liked that. And they're at dinner, and he's drinking a beer, and he's eating the food there. And Michael Nouri's woman is, you know, trying to make conversation with him, asking him questions and stuff. She asks him, so what part of Seattle you're from? And without him just eating and not saying much, Kyle MacLachlan goes, North? And he goes, yeah, North. But you see what the big thing is, you realize, oh, he's not really saying North. I liked that. Your daughter's very special. Of course she is, yeah. But then Michael Nouri asks him, yes, of course she's special. She's your daughter. How about you? Do you have any kids? You married? Oh, my wife is dead. And my child is... You're both dead. The same man who killed my partner killed them. So then right off the bat there you see Michael Nouri pretty much sees that he feels stupid by asking him that question. Okay. And stuff. And at the same time, it cuts back away to Miller where he's on the Ferrari, and he pretty much goes and he has the wallet that he took off the guy that was dressed in white, who turned out to be an arms dealer, sells guns and shit. And he goes to the place there and finds guns. But what's happening is, since the guy's an elderly man with heart problems, the parasite is starting to reject the body a little bit. Very good practical effects scene where a little bit of the tentacles of that parasite is trying to come out of his fucking arm, and he's trying to hold it in and stuff, and he gets tape around it and stuff. Then nighttime comes, he ends up on, of course, Hollywood Boulevard at some strip club. Fortunately, no titties. Some cool though, but no titties. We see very beautiful Claudia Christensen. Well, Claudia Christensen, a lot of fans remember her more from the Babylon 5 TV series. I always remember her from this movie, and of course she will go on to be Maniac Cop 2, which I liked her Maniac Cop 2 and stuff. She was also in The Substitute Part 3 as well. And I think she was also in that fucking movie Half Past Dead as well and stuff. Decent actress, beautiful on the eyes. She was very, very hot here, smoking and stuff. I heard her role in this film actually helped her get Babylon 5, ironically enough. That somebody asked her in a TNT interview or something like that. Well, I've dealt with aliens before. I mean, I could do a Babylon 5. I mean, I was in the hidden, so so she has a sense of humor about it. That's great. I heard the DVD doesn't really have any features on it, just a commentary with Jack Shoulder, which I heard it wasn't much. This would be a good opportunity for Shoptrack to get a hold of this. If New Line ain't doing shit with it, or Warner Brothers, who controls New Line now, pretty much. There's a day where New Line, I mean, from the 80s, you know, starting out all the way through the 90s, and you know, even the early millennium when Bob Shea was still in the loop, did some very good stuff. Of course, Ninja Turtles, of course, and Mortal Kombat, everything like that. Still not gonna forget Bob Shea from what happened with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, but you know, I still enjoy the film though. Watched the unrated cut a lot, but different video, different day, of course. But what happens is pretty much Claudia Christensen's character is Brenda Lee Van Berberin. Beautiful stripper, you know, they're shaking her moneymaker, her culo, and thong on the stage. And somehow Miller looks at it, gets an idea pretty much, and he goes to the backstage. Parasite goes in her. Now it goes to transfers genders. And Claudia Christensen did a great job. She comes out wearing this great outfit with the culo hanging out, the ass hanging out. Like, alright. And some guy who's, she wants to go to a Ferrari, but pretty much, the police got word that Miller's there, so the cops got the Ferrari surrounded, and everybody's trying to say she cannot get to the Ferrari. Of course, she has the bag of guns that Miller had. He took some weapons from the arms dealer place, pretty much. Some handheld, a shotgun, a machine gun, or whatever. And basically goes and this guy offers to pick her up or whatever, wants some action. So it or she fucks him to death. I mean, that's what they say. He got screwed to death? I guess literally, I guess so, or whatever. And she drives off in his car, not a Ferrari, ironically enough. And very good scene with the black and whites. The patrol car pulls her over, and she gets out, starts fondling herself, touching her boobs a little bit. They look, you gotta come out of the car, don't move. Then know she pulls out her pump shotgun and fucks up the squad car. Doesn't kill the cops, remind me, just fucks up the squad car. And of course, Kyle MacLachlan and Michael Nouri are in Kyle MacLachlan's stolen Porsche. Get a good car chase there, where I always liked the scenes. I like Michael Nouri's reaction to this, even though the shot's kind of weird though, the gunshot, because she fires out the window, and I guess it doesn't hit the front window, but for some reason it hit the back window, and the car is a little continuity fuck up, I guess. But I like Michael Nouri's reaction. That bitch. Yeah, and then he hangs out the window, fires on the car, trying to hit the tire. And I like how Kyle MacLachlan tells him, try to go for the tires. What do you think of it? You think it's easy? You try it. Boom, boom. He goes, take the wheel. What are you doing? Hey, man, what the... And then Kyle MacLachlan, of course, got his 45, and he takes good caution and aim and fires out the tires. The car crashes into this, I guess, his clothing warehouse. That leads to a firefight there, shootout. And Michael Nouri notices something more weird when Kyle MacLachlan and him are emptying their guns into Claudia Christensen, and she's not going down. He's like, what the fuck? He goes, we gotta get to her before she dies. And he goes, why don't we just wait till she dies, then get her? What the? So he goes up there. She fires on Michael Nouri, injuring him off the shoulder where he's hanging off the rooftop. Kyle MacLachlan saves his life and empties a little bit of the gun into Claudia Christensen, gets him off the ledge, and then empties the gun more into Claudia Christensen. All blood squibs, of course, 87. And then pulls out this very weird looking weapon. Pulls it out, and then she goes, it's not time to come out yet. I'm gonna kill you. And he just looks at her right there, waiting for it to come out. And then she runs and jumps off the fucking roof. Go through the neon, whatever, sign, right through the roof. Falls to her death. Kyle MacLachlan tries to make it downstairs. Of course, doesn't make it in time. You get this dog, which I swear is the same fucking dog that will go on to be in I wonder if they cast that same dog on purpose. Maybe the same breed or what. Same dog that pissed out Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 and Dream Master and stuff. I think it was Kincaid's dog in Part 4. But it's the dog of the lieutenant, pretty much, Masterson, Lance Fielder, and you know, it goes inside the dog. And Michael Nouri has had enough of this whole dancing around stuff with Kyle MacLachlan not telling him what's going on. He wants exposition or explanation. So he orders Edo Russ to arrest him, take him into custody, and he does it. Then, of course, Michael Nouri does some investigating. One of the guys finds out something that pretty much the name he's using, Lloyd Gallagher, is a guy who's been killed, pretty much was dead, and was killed in the woods or something like that. And he had a friend named Stone, who that's the Kyle MacLachlan character, he's been identified as Stone, pretty much. And he wants to talk to Kyle MacLachlan one time to level with him, tell him what the hell's going on. And Kyle MacLachlan says, I don't think all these years in the police force have prepared you for this. Let's see if I can get the dialogue, and I'm gonna fuck everything up. I can never get nothing right. Of course. But you guys are always sweet anyway, but there's one scene there later on where Tom Beck even tells, before that he even tells him, I want to ask you if I'm crazy. Or did this seem just a little too bizarre? Yeah, a little bizarre. I knew that. I just wanted to know if you knew that. There's another fun dialogue there where they're going after Claudia Christensen. I'll cover you. I'd be safe if you didn't. Fine, I won't cover you. Alright, cover me. Do you want me to fucking cover you or not? Fine, fine. I need you to cover me. Fine, I'll cover you. I love that banter, you know, and stuff. I like that. Let's see, is there more fucking dialogue? I guess it's not. I guess all your 15 years in the police department wouldn't prepare you for this. So he tells him the truth. Kyle MacLachlan, okay, that he is from another world. He's been chasing the thing that's going inside these people, that's killed his partner, that's killed his family for 9 years. And that Gallagher was his friend, was helping him, and he assumed his identity to get this and that done, to get this, to get this. He goes, okay, now I understand. Oh yeah. Then I know where it cuts away, you see him going back into the cell, he just closes the cell on him and stuff and everything like that. He makes it home, and I guess he goes, sees his woman there, because he got shot in the shoulder and stuff. And it's dawning on him a little bit, maybe, that Kyle MacLachlan might be a little right about it, but like, what the hell does all this mean? All these people being killed. Even later on, early in the film, there's a scene there, I don't keep saying, early in the film, I like Michael Nouri's reaction. What is it, a full moon or something? What's going on? Yeah. Maybe because the way his reaction to all this, like, if I was that cat, that's kind of the way I would react, or something like that. Something I would say, you know, like, well, what the fuck is this? Well, he doesn't say fuck, he's like, what's this, a full moon or something? Michael Nouri is very New York, you know, that's what you think of and stuff. You know, he's an LA cop, but still, and stuff like that. This is his reaction to all this shit. I don't know. The way his rebuttals are to Kyle MacLachlan and stuff. That, like that. So, you know, pretty much he goes to the precinct because they're getting ready for the senator that's going to be arrive and make this speech, pretty much. That's going to run for president, pretty much. And Beck gets driven by his wife to the station. He goes, all right, I'll see you, and stuff like that. He goes in, and out of nowhere, of course, now the dog has gotten inside, whatever the parasite, the hidden, has gotten inside the lieutenant now. Clarence Fielder. And now he's dead. He comes in there and he sees Lou Gulliker and he finds out that the senator's going to be talking at this place here. But he's basically there to kill Kyle MacLachlan's character. So I remember there was a tagline I saw on the DVD cover of this one time when I was DVD shopping or browsing or whatever, which I should have got it, but I didn't have the money. It says the Terminator meets Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I could see that, especially when you get to this scene right here, where they take that weird-looking weapon that Kyle MacLachlan had away from him, and some guy in the evidence room starts messing with it, and he fires on this laser that comes out of it. He blows up the evidence room, and of course, now the lieutenant who's been taken over by the Hidden. But once it takes you over, you're dead, pretty much. And goes in there, takes the weapon, and also, I believe what do you call that? Some machine guns, some grenades. And first thing he does is he grabs Michael Nuri. He goes, where is he at? Who? Lloyd? I put him in the prison. You know that. Take me to him. Wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on? I shot you once before. I could do it again. And then I like Michael Nuri's reaction. Like, he looked at him like, what, man? Like, he don't really believe this is happening. Like, what? Like, he don't say like that. And then he kills Breastcom Richmond, because I know I recognize Breastcom Richmond. He's always in these movies here and there. You know, he's done a lot of stuff. He's being fucked up by a lot of the great ones, of course. He gets shot. And of course, Ed Ross goes, "What's going on?" And Richard Brooks finally goes, "Wait a minute! Don't shoot! Just hang back! Don't shoot! That's not the lieutenant! Don't shoot!" He has him at gunpoint, and I guess they finally get a drop on him, and he pushes him out of the way. I guess he grabs the weapon and runs and everything like that. And they fire on Ed Ross and Richard Brooks, and Richard Brooks makes the stupid thing where he tries to check his pulse. He goes, "Don't go near him!" Richard Brooks gets killed. And then he runs, and he makes it down to the prison, to the prison cell, pretty much where Kyle MacLachlan's at. And before that, he grabs one of the cops. "Give me your gun!" Get the gun to the cop. "Seal up this area. The Masters has lost it. He's shooting up everywhere. Just seal up the area. Don't let him pass through here." And stuff. And then he tells the people by the correction officers there, "Open the cell." "Yeah, but Beck, you gotta check in your piece." "Open that cell! I'll shoot you. Give me the keys. Open the cell." And Michael Nuri's really pissed off, you know, all this weird shit happening and like that. He opens in there, and he gets Kyle MacLachlan. He goes, "Let me ask you something. When these things take over, is the person dead?" "Yes." He lets him out, gives him his laser weapon. And of course, Masterson shows up there now. They tell him, "Oh, look, I can't let you go in there, Lieutenant." Takes a grenade, blows up the fucking prison gate. And of course, there's a fight once again. Michael Nuri versus him, and everything like that. Then out of nowhere, we see an appearance by Danny Trejo in behind bars. I don't know if he was acting. I know during his early career, he was. I mean, early in his life, he was behind bars. Maybe he wasn't acting. Maybe like, "Hey, he's in prison. Let's just put a camera on him. Hey, look at right there. Look at the tattoo. Look at the tattoo. Se monese." Look at his tattoo. You don't see his tattoo. I guess if you blink, you'll miss him a little bit. He really goes, "Hey, man, what's going on?" All of a sudden, Masterson shoots him. And then, pretty much, you get some dialogue going on there. While there's a firefight between Kyle MacLachlan and the Hidden that's already taken over Masterson and stuff like that. He goes, "What are you doing? Fire that thing right." "Not yet." "What do you mean not yet?" "Papa, die. What do you mean not yet? When? Soon." "What? Soon?" And then he's out of bullet. And I know he comes out with a rocket launcher. Bye. And Michael Nuri shoots him between the eyes. Boom. He fired the rocket launcher. It blows up the half of the hallway there. Not like the prison launcher, just blows up the doorway. Boom. And then the body disappears. He goes, "Why didn't you fire that thing? Why couldn't you take the fire?" And all of a sudden, fires the laser on Michael Nuri. And he goes, "You see, it doesn't penetrate human flesh. It's got to go in transaction when it's coming out of him." It's okay. Very epic score. I love the score of this film. Very well done. I want to see what the guy who did the score for this what he's gone on to do. It's too bad if he didn't go on to do much, really, because I thought the guy did a great job with the score. That you hear a little bit of it on the trailer, I think, for this. The score was done by Michael Convertino. Which I want to see what he's done score for. Movie called Hollywood Vice Squad. But I don't think it's connected to the other Vice Squad. I just think it's called that. Let's see. Well, score for Bull Durham. Let's see. Score for The Doctor. A little independent dramatic film with Eric Stoltz and Wesley Snipes and William Forsythe called Water Dance. Aspen Extreme, which I remember not caring for. Guarding Test with Nick Cage. That was actually a good one. Decent one. Milk Money. I remember having laughs with that one. Bed of Roses. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. I guess the Andy Garcia movie. Jungle to Jungle. Dance With Me. Liberty Stands Still. That's kind of a film that I think was sort of a rip-off of Phone Booth, sort of. Same type of idea, but Wesley Snipes is in it. He's your sniper, though. I remember seeing it a long time ago. I gotta watch it again. I remember my opinion on it, though. Matt, have you seen Liberty Stand Still? I wonder what your thoughts on that are. I know Phone Booth is better, but I know it's almost the same type of idea, I guess. Sort of. But he's done score for that. I think even for the Santa Claus, which I remember not being the biggest fan of the Santa Claus for some reason. It just didn't get me. I know that got a franchise. I still don't know why. To me, my favorite Tim Allen film will always be Galaxy Quest. That's one I would like to review sometime. But basically, they find Masterson's body. He's already been dead already, and they want to find out because only Kyle MacLachlan could tell when the parasite is in somebody and stuff. But it makes you wonder later on when the dog walks by. Granted, he didn't see the dog. Maybe that's why and stuff. Because he could tell when the creature's in. And I guess Kyle MacLachlan's character, he sort of, I mean, he doesn't have a parasite in him, but he has some kind of life force in him. No, he didn't get it from Matilda May, but, you know, well, I would love to get it from Matilda May. Even though it'll be the last kiss, but fuck it, it'll be worth it. I buy, but I die. Then I'll fly right into her titties. I steal from the best, you know that, Matt, right? But, okay. They make it into this room there. And because you know what is Kyle MacLachlan's character? He gets shot, but he's able to heal himself. Unlike, you know, the parasite when it goes inside people, I guess, that creature, the hidden, I don't know if that's what it's referred to as, that it just gets hit with a bunch of bullets. It doesn't heal itself or nothing. So the body becomes too weakened and it has to come out and take another body, pretty much. Stuff like that. So, pretty much, we find out it went inside Edo Ross's character. And Edo Ross is on his way to the senator. Because we realize, I guess, this thing pretty much has an agenda. It likes power. It likes to take anything it wants. It likes to get rid of anybody in its way. It's power hungry in a way. So, and it knows what the senator is up to. The senator wants to become president and stuff. So he figures he can go inside the senator. He hide there. Be protected by Secret Service. Make all these big decisions. Everything like that. You know, control the country. Fuck things up for us. You know, fuck up our Sundays. Everything like that. But it doesn't go with an exposition, but you figure it out pretty much. What it wants. Or get going to somebody else. Who knows? And leads to the climax there where Edo Ross gets fucked up full of bullet squids and like that. Fucks up a lot of people. Like the Terminator once again. You know, in the first Terminator film, like police crazy. Fuck up Secret Service. Fucking up all the cops. Michael Nuri, Lou Gulliker, and Kyle MacLachlan, they're trying to go after it and shoot it and everything like that. But, you know, it's no use until Michael Nuri runs out of bullets. and gets shot twice in the stomach. And then Kyle MacLachlan runs after him. Of course, by the time he gets there, Edo Ross is already dead. The parasite has not got into the senator, and he knows this, and he's gonna have to make a dangerous risk now at his own life, pretty much, where he goes and he sees the senator is about to make a speech. You know the parasite. Once again, the little tail he has, he goes so the way his tongue like this. Like it did very lightly the way it's done. It's not like going like that. You know, like seeing like in the dirty movie, blah, blah, blah. Not that kind of shit. No, not like that. That'd be silly though. It wouldn't be that. So then pretty much Kyle MacLachlan, I always liked this type of flamethrower because it's not like the typical flamethrower you have a backpack and all like that. It's very simple, very like handheld, which I liked that. I wish they could have used that in other movies and stuff. Which I liked that shit. And he basically gets a small flamethrower that he's able to run through, push his way through Secret Service. He's getting shot at by everybody, charging toward the senator, in front of a room full of media and everybody. And his body gets shot up. He doesn't care, just running, opens the bag up until now the Blue Gulliker gets pushed off the stage by the senator who's being possessed, pulls out a gun, fires on Kyle MacLachlan. That doesn't work. Kyle MacLachlan takes out the flamethrower and lights up his fucking life. Well done, too. Very proud of. Burns him up. Everybody surrounds him with guns. Pretty much Secret Service. And then somebody yells, "Look! The burnt body." You see a parasite coming out. Everybody's like, no one does anything. It'd be funny if everybody would have went out there and just shot up the fucking thing, right? But no. It was just. Well, of course, Kyle MacLachlan takes his laser, fires on it, blows the motherfucker up. And now you get to the confusing part, which is the ending. And I need help for anybody who's seen this film, especially you, Matt, and Mike, if you're watching. Or if Michael's seen this. Any of you guys seen this? Help me out with this ending here. I'm a little confused. It always confused me, but it didn't make me hate the film. It just maybe confused me a little bit. Okay. Michael Nuri's character, he's lost a lot of blood. He's in intensive care. His wife is there at the hospital. Doctor's telling her bad news. His daughter is there. The mother cannot bring her to let the daughter know what's going on with the father. Kyle MacLachlan is in the hospital, right? He appears a patient there as well. He overhears and he sees that pretty much Michael Nuri's character is not gonna make it. So he shuts off the machine, takes off the oxygen breathing mask. No, he doesn't kiss him. He opens up there and you see the yellow light force going into Michael Nuri. And then his wife comes into the room and sees Kyle MacLachlan on the floor. He's dead. And then they turn on the machine like that. They see Michael Nuri's breathing. Everything's okay. Now he opens his eyes. He says hi. His wife kisses him. Now his daughter, even when the daughter, I guess seeing Kyle MacLachlan at the house, there's something about it. I don't know if there was a deleted scene or maybe there was something more in the script that explained this. Something about the way the daughter looked at Kyle MacLachlan in a strange way, like she didn't say nothing to him like that, like she might have known her before or something like that, or she was very shy or anything. Or maybe she knows what he is, or something very weird. But she gives her father a strange look and then puts her hand in his hand, and the movie ends with a great song. Now, I made my confusion. Is Michael Nuri's character, spirit, dead? Gone? Did Kyle MacLachlan's spirit go in the body of Michael Nuri? Or did Kyle MacLachlan, I guess his energy or his power resurrected Michael Nuri and he's still Michael Nuri? So that part always confused me. I don't know if it was left like that to the audience to figure out or what. But anyone who's seen this film, like Matt, Mike, Jason vs. 13, any of you guys, anybody, simply, can you explain that ending to me? And stuff. But all in all, I enjoyed this film a lot. The movie's got a good fan base. I guess on IMDb it has a 6.9, which that's a good mark from an 80s film to get a mark that high. That's very good. And I closed it up, which I shouldn't have done that. But let me go to Wikipedia. I want to see something. They say what the budget of and what the reception was on the film. Let me go to Wikipedia. Is this a Wikipedia page? I don't want the video game. I want a movie. Show me a fucking video game. I don't want the video. I want the movie. Let me just type it up on there. Maybe it's better. Okay. Alright. Alright, now let's see. The page of him does not exist. You could ask for it to be created. Wow, there's no Wikipedia page on the hidden? That sucks balls. Yeah, that's some shit. Can't believe there's no page on the hidden. Nor my bad luck. Watch. After I make the video, somebody will send me a link. Oh, there it goes. Maybe this one here? Let me see. Oh, come on. I just want to find out what the fucking budget for this movie was. All this bullshit. Oh, fuck me. Is this fucking thing? No, it's not. Oh, fuck you, Wikipedia. Bunch of fucking cocksucker. Oh boy. Amazing. But anyway. Well, I just put it down and I closed it up. But all in all, a very good film. But maybe want to revisit this film again. I saw this guy I watch a lot of reviews of. I thank Mario for this, because Mario was the one that introduced me to this guy's videos, and his videos are very, very good. I want to see if I can give the guy a plug. Cecil Trachenberg. He does very good reviews called Good Bad Movies. He does some very funny stuff. Like he puts, like they're very, very over the top bad films, or sometimes they're very underrated films and stuff like that. Whether you agree or disagree, but it's a lot of fun. Like he did reviews of Rat. I think I mentioned it when I talked about Rat or whatever. That he did reviews of that. Very fun stuff. I'm gonna put the link to his page down there. You know, he even has, I think, a blip or block page or something where any of the reviews that got taken down by copyright or whatever, he has them all up there, uncut and everything. I mean, it's still edited nudity and violence wise and stuff, but the reviews are very funny. You know, movies are very, very bad, so bad they're good, or just bad movies in general. And he pokes fun at them, but he says why he enjoys them and stuff like that, or the problems they have and stuff. And he's did a lot of good ones. Like, he is a big fan of the Blob remake. He's a big fan of Friday the 13th Part 7, New Blood. He's also a big fan of Stone Cold, 1991 action classic Stone Cold. A lot of great stuff. I mean, here and there. I know he did one of the Seal of Approval movies or whatever. He gave Seal of Approval. I disagree wholeheartedly on his Seal of Approval stuff, because he actually enjoys Martyrs and all that stuff like that. But hell, you know, even he admits those movies are not everybody's cup of tea and stuff like that. And you know, very nice guy. His name is Cecil Trachenberg. And I know Mario got me into his video, so I gotta thank Mario for that. I know I got Matt into his stuff too. I showed Matt his channel and stuff like that. Matt seen a lot of stuff and everything like that. I think he even did We Wish You a Turtle Christmas. He did that stuff. He just did one recently for Street Fighter, the Van Damme movie and stuff. Always a nice guy, you know. He did a very good review of The Hidden as well, and everything like that. I'm gonna put the link down below in the box there. You know, give him a little pimp. You guys should, very good stuff. So maybe want to revisit this film again. And everybody does a good job. The pacing is good. The action scenes are there, not bad. Old school stuff, you know, people getting shot with blood squibs. Cameras in one spot, lo and behold. Of course, the 87. You know, Jack Shoulder did a very good job directing wise. There'll be this movie and Nightmare on Elm Street 2 will be my favorites he's ever directed, to be honest. He also did Renegade. Renegade was a decent one as well, another good one. Not too shabby and stuff. You know, but the film is it's a very good film. It's a gem. It's got a very good fan base on IMDb. People love the film a lot. Like I've seen a lot of good user reviews, and the effects by Kevin Yeager are pretty good. What they have to be. Kyle MacLachlan does a good job. Michael Nouri is a lot of fun. He does a great job. Of course, Chuck Paris is on your feet. It's always great to hear that. Good end title music that plays called Hidden. Uh, Chloe Christensen, beautiful on the eyes. Just the good old days of New Line Cinema, man. I miss that stuff. You know, this is when Bob Shea was still the New Line was still, you know, like the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. They made all that money to finance little movies like this, like The Hidden and little stuff they did here and there. You know, like that and everything. And so the sequels are the ones that were making all the big bucks, pretty much. But rating for this is 10 out of motherfucking 10. So thank you all for watching, and please, somebody explain the ending to me, please, please. I'm not gonna hate the film if the guy died or nothing like that, but just the curiosity, because it always left me, you know, like, and stuff. Please. Well, thank you all for tuning into the brand new episode of Friday Night 80s, which this went into an hour-long review. Fuck me. But thank you all for tuning in, and enjoy the start of your weekend. And it's free. And I'll see you this weekend. Later.